Hello everyone, I'm currently reading Indistractable by Nir Eyal. I'm not done reading it, but I found a few interesting and helpful insights that I want to share with you today. The first on my list is something he called surfing the urge. One of the things he emphasized as a key um, factor that makes us give into distraction is our innate want or desire to escape discomfort. And then we talked about how that this is not necessarily a bad thing in itself, but how we deal with and manage discomfort can either take us closer to our goals or take us further away from it. And soften the urge, he used a concept called the 10 minutes rule to emphasize how it's done. And what he said was, for instance, he's working on a writing project and he feels the need and urge to Google a topic or a concept. And this might be helpful, just looking at it on surface level, but he says to himself, well, it's okay to give in, but not right now. He gives himself at least 10 minutes buffer room to wait and serve the urge and see if that is actually something that is a blocker or something that he actually needs to get to and do for as a contributing factor for whatever he is working on. How can I apply this or how can I apply this? For instance, I'm working on a project, say it's a design for a landing page, and then well, there's a lot of things you have to do as a designer. Most of it will require research, and some of the times after you've done basic research and you're working, there's still that temptation to like, okay, what if I look at this competitor site or project for this? One thing I you could tell yourself is that state is okay, well, it's okay to do or to look at more things like the other thing. In this day and age where we have load of okay, we live in a world where there's information overload and the attention is something that I believe surfing the earth can help us to deal with the world. So you're working on a project and you feel the need to pick up your phone in that moment. How about you take that actually energy action in that moment? It's not a to just be a fleeting passive sensation go away with time. Another interesting thing I saw in this book is how that we can teach our brain to see difficult tasks. I know this it might sound weird because normal work is fun, but that's difficult. It says we can reimagine the way we think about the work we do. And it says it's not to take away naivety or but it is to see this attention to the work. So put attention, like when we see valuing it very well, find an interesting way to do the same things we've been doing for like, over and over again. So pay due attention, pay diligent attention to the task you have at hand. You will discover new and optimal ways to do this thing. You can gamify your process and yeah, this is something I'm seriously considering and looking for ways to do. Yeah, I thought to share this and finally we talked about how we can see constraints as ways to ignite creativity, see the limitations we have in that moment as ways we can channel our creativity in ways that we did not even think possible. You normally, as a designer, you have a blank canvas that feels like you have an infinite amount of choices you could make, so many directions you want to get to. If the brand you're working for, the business you're working for, has a brand guide, you can look at that as a constraint and then find ways to get creative in within the context that the brand document allows you to be creative in. This is the interesting fact I saw in this book and I thought to definitely share with you today. Have you read the book Indistractable? What were some lessons you learned from that book? Do share with me in the comments. I will see you tomorrow. Right, Emeka?